Hi guys, in this tutorial we'll start to sculpt the major proportions of the face. Now keep in mind that it's always very important that you get the proportions of the face correct before you start to actually go into making any details. If you just blindly go in and start sculpting away at your character with no thought for the proportions or references or anything like that, more often than not you'll find that your final character will end up looking a little bit alien-like. I mean, you can go ahead and try it out for yourself, you'll know what I mean. So it's very, very important that you get the foundations or the basics right before you go ahead and start to sculpt in. So the first thing that we're going to focus on is the proportions of our character's head. So first things first, we always start with the ball of the character. So let me just quickly go to this view over here. Let's remove the camera. So delete, right click the light and delete as well, we don't need that. We'll just start off with the cube. So I'm just going to go to the modifiers panel, go add modifier, and let's go subdivision surface. Let's bump the viewport count up to, let's say 3, and then just go ahead and apply it so that it becomes a standalone destructive mesh. Okay, so this is the basic ball that we'll start to begin with. So if you've watched some of these drawing tutorials online on YouTube, on many of those tutorials you'll find that they always start off with a circle for the head, and then they always start to draw out the chin, and then they mark, the areas for the eyes and so on. So we're sort of going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it in 3D using only Blender. Let's first off go back to basics and start to map out the basic proportions of a realistic human head. Okay, so to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and add in a grease pencil object. So Shift A, let's go to grease pencil and let's just add one blank one over here. I'll just draw from the top to the bottom. Now keep in mind that you don't have to do this when you start creating characters. So now that I have this, I'm just going to go ahead and just mark out the major areas. So let's just split this in half, like so. And then let's go ahead and split it in half again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So over here is a half. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here is exactly half as well. Okay, so here we have a quarter. Here is around half. Here is 3/4, and here is, well, one circle length. So by the way, the proportions that I'm going with is the sort of ideal human head. Okay, so you don't actually have to follow this proportions to the T. Realistically, these proportions can change a little bit here and there, depending on if it's a man or a woman, if it's a child or an adult or an elderly person, if it's a fatter person or a skinnier person, these proportions can change. I think I'm going to create sort of like a muscular type of male, purely because I can showcase all the muscles of the human body, purely because it's a lot easier to showcase the muscles of the human body easier on a muscular male than one without. But later on, when you create more and more characters, you can actually deviate from that and you don't have to show all those details. So to determine where the chin should go, like where the bottom part of the chin should go, it's usually from 0 to 3/4 and then you double it. So the area of the chin is usually this length doubled, so all the way over here. Okay. So the chin would be somewhere over here. So let's go ahead and reflect that on our model, so just so that it makes it easier to work with. So let me just quickly go ahead and get out of draw mode and select this object over here, and let's just go into sculpt mode, and I'll hit G to go into grab mode, or you can just click this one over here. Hit F to increase the radius, or you can just drag this one over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and drag this one all the way down over here. So that's realistically where the bottom. Actually, I'm just going to go out and just have a bit more influence because I want the chin to be even bigger, like so, but it can be a little bit bigger. Somewhere around there I think is quite good. Also from the side view, what you want to do is, let me just quickly go from this, over here again to sculpt mode. Just move this in front a little bit, so just give a little bit of room for the cheeks. Right. So just give a little bit of room for the chin, and maybe expand. Oops, move this one out a little. Okay, so for the side view, you can sort of imagine it like an egg shape, but the tip of the egg is tilted towards this side. Okay, so you should get a shape that looks like this. Also from the front view, I'm just going to sort of make it a little thinner over here, just to get a little bit more of a rounder shape over here. Okay, so a bit more of a roundish shape over here. So the rest of this is now just basic anatomy stuff. So if I just go ahead and go to object mode, let's go back to the anatomy explanation. At the quarter mark, that's usually where the hairline is. At the 3/4 mark, so this is exactly halfway on the face, that's actually where the eyes are. So believe it or not, the eyes are actually halfway down on your head. Sometimes newbie artists tend to think that the eyes are a little bit higher over here, but the truth is it's right in the center over here. The nose is usually over here, just below the eyes. So as you can see, it's fitting perfectly on these little quarter blocks over here, but the lips, they're not on this mark over here. It's actually a little higher. To determine exactly how high, it's exactly halfway between the eye level and the chin. So it's somewhere over here, I think. Okay, so somewhere over here, that's where the mouth will be. Cool, so now we start to have an idea of the proportions of where the parts of the face will go. But how about horizontally? So let's go ahead and look at that one. So from here to here. Oh, sorry. Exactly halfway. So let's go to pencil. Let's just draw a line exactly halfway over here. And then let's split it halfway again. So it should be 3, 5, 3, 5. Yep. And over here, let's split it halfway as well. Cool. So you should have something that looks like that. And then we split it halfway once more. So at 2.5 and at 2.5. Let's mark it as a little cross actually. And then over here 2.5. Oops. And 2.5. Okay, so exactly halfway between that and exactly halfway between that is these little marks over here. Okay, so what do these marks indicate? Well, if you go directly straight up, that indicates the end of the eye and the beginning of the eye. Okay, likewise over here as well. This is the beginning, that's the end of the eye. Okay, my handwriting is quite bad, so forgive me if you don't understand it. So basically, where's the eyes? You start with the eyes over here. Oops. So basically, your eyes will start over here and will end over here. So that's how big you should make your eyes. In theory, one eye, you should be able to fit another eye directly in the middle as well. Okay, same over here as well. Cool. Moving on to the width of the nose. The nose is usually this long. So this is the nose and the nose. So the nose is usually this wide. Okay, between the eyes. The ends of the lips are a little bit shorter than the middle part of the eye over here. So maybe a little bit like there. So if you just draw a little faint line over here and here, this will be the lip end and the lip end. So those are the major features. So the ears are usually between the eyes to the mouth. So that is an ear. Okay, advancing further down the line, see this width over here from here to here? Well, your shoulder ends are usually 3 heads wide. So in this case, if it's 2 boxes over here like so, 1, 2, the other end of the shoulder will be from here. Oops. Let's go to pencil. So the other end of the shoulder would be around here, and this end of the shoulder will be around here. So that will be where the shoulders are. Again, this is only for a muscular type of male. I think for females it'll be a little bit less, and I think even in real life, like an average male, it wouldn't be like 3 heads wide. What I'm about to model right now is probably like a really muscular Dwayne Rock type of character. So if you're going to go ahead and sculpt a realistic character, you probably don't need to go this wide. Alright, so that's it. Those are the major proportions of the face. So in the next video, we'll start to sculpt out the major areas of the face.